So hello there, the name is Prince Medu, and I warmly welcome you back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, we are going to look at how to design a burger flyer. Yes, a burger flyer. You can check into the description below. I have this particular folder there. You can download and then you can follow as well. So I have all the how do we call it? I have all the resources that I'll be using packed in this particular folder in the description below. So you just check into the description below, download it, and then let's follow. Okay, so the very first thing we like to do here is to create a gradient overlay on this. So we can say let's just start by creating a solid color, and then let's create a gradient overlay. Yes, so we are creating a gradient overlay. This is the gradient that I'm going to use. You can just let me see if I can. Okay, so this is the color codes, so you can just key in the color codes and then you follow as well, but I'll try and then leave the gradients also in the description below so that you can also download. Okay, so now with this, the first thing we would like to do here is to create this gradient overlay. And then when we create the gradient overlay, we are going to reduce the opacity to 83. Yes, we reduce it to 83, and then we are going to copy this same gradient overlay. So Ctrl J to copy it, and then what we are going to do is to maintain the same thing, but now we are just going to keep it at 100%. Yes, so we are having two gradients here. Perfect. So the next thing we like to do is to bring in this particular food shapes here. Yeah, it's actually a vector, a PNG file. Yeah, it's a PNG file, and then it's in a vector format. So let's see. So I just like to play around here. I think this should be okay for me. Yeah. This is still having an effect, so let's change this to let's see, let's pick a luminosity for this, and then let's change the opacity to 63. Yeah, 63. So now back to this particular shapes here. Let's change the blending mode to multiply, and then let's put it on 50, and then we keep it on 50. Yeah. So let's move on. So the next thing we like to do here is to bring in our lights. I have this light here. Yeah, so background light. So I'm just going to drag, and then I'm going to drop it here. So with this background light, I'm going to put the blending mode on overlay, and then I'm going to reduce the opacity to 62. Yes, so overlay, where are you? Yeah, overlay, and then we have 62. Okay, so we have 62. So I'm going to duplicate this again, Ctrl J to duplicate it, and then it's still going to be on overlay, but now I'm going to change it to 11. I'm going to change the opacity to 11. Yes. Moving on, let me add some lights to the background. So I think yeah, let me go for this rather. Yeah, so let's see, I think Photoshop is loading something. Okay, so let's drag and drop this here, and then I'm going to change the blending mode for this particular one to screen. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it on screen. Where are you? Yes, screen. I think this should be here. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this on screen here this way. Let's play around this. Okay, so I think this is better here. So what I'm going to do is to bring in I have a texture here. Yeah, I have this particular texture here, so I'm going to put the texture here, and then I'm going to change the blending mode of the texture to screen. So screen, where are you? Yeah, screen. So I think this is supposed to be here. Yeah, okay, so now let's bring in the burger, but before we do that, let's copy or let's select all this and then let's group it, and then we can name this background. So we have background here, and then let me just lock it so that we don't tamper with it. Yeah, okay. So with my burger, where are you? Here. So we're going to drag and then we'll drop it here. Okay, so I think it's loading. And so you please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like the video at the end of this particular section. Yes, if you are done watching it, just make sure you like it, and then you leave a comment in the comment section below. Okay, so I think it's still loading. Okay, so perfect. So it's done now. So let's open the burger here. Let's open it, and then we just hit enter. Yeah, so we'll bring the burger here to this particular side. Yeah, let's bring the burger here. What should I bring next? Let me see. Okay, so I have shape here. I have okay. So let's go this way. Let's bring in the fire. Okay, so I think this will do, and then let's see, we have to change the particular we have to change the blending mode of the fire, but I think something is supposed to come first. Okay, so let me just hold on with the fire. So I'm just going to hide that particular layer here. I'm going to hide that particular layer, and then I'm going to bring in this particular let me just create this rectangles here. Okay, so I'm going to add a gradient to it, so I can just leave it on white, and then I'm going to hold Alt and then duplicate it somewhere here. Let me just make sure this is in line. Yeah, I think I should reduce. Okay, I think I should reduce this. Okay, so to the first one, I'm going to apply a green gradient to it. As I said, the gradients will be in the description. It will be part of the folder, so you can just download it and then we move on. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let me do it the other way around. Okay, so it's supposed to be this way, and then I'm going to leave this particular side. I'm just going to leave the color like that, but just decrease the opacity a little bit. Yes. Okay, so I think this is better. I think I have to reduce this too as well. Okay, yeah, so this goes here and then this comes here this way. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think it's left with one more. It's left with one more for me to draw. Yeah, so this is supposed to come here, and then I'm going to apply the same green to it. I'm going to apply the same green gradients to it. Yeah, so we have here green gradients. But this, let's see, let me change how it looks like. Okay, so I think this will do. Okay, so let me just put in some words here. So I'm going to put in delicious burger. Yeah, so delicious burger. Okay, I'm going to increase the size of this. So just after doing this, what I'm going to do is to increase the how do you call it, the line spacing here. So I'm going to put in here 24.75. so 24.75. okay, and then I'm going to decrease the size of the delicious. Yeah, I'm going to decrease the size of the delicious to let's pick a 30.68. 30.68. So 30.68. Okay, and then let's see, let me use a Montserrat for this, Montserrat for this. Yeah, so Montserrat. And then now let me come back to the burger here. So now with the burger is supposed to be bigger than the delicious, so 44.95 will do for the burger. So 44.95 will do for this. Okay, so I think I still have to give a little bit of space. Okay, so I think this should do. Okay, so I'm having this side this way. Okay, I think the light at the back is too bright. Yeah, it's too bright, so let's just try and then adjust it. So I'm just going to keep it, I'm just going to try and then keep the light somewhere here and then work on it. So let's create a mask here, and then let's pick our brush tool. Yeah, just make sure you have a soft brush, and then yeah, let's pick one after the other. Oops, where did you go to? Okay, let's start with this one. Yeah, so they actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is supposed to go off this way. Yes, let me do same for this one. This is also supposed to go off this way. Okay, so let's just pick the two and then let's shift it here a little bit, but I think it's even too big. Yeah, okay, so back to this side. I have to make sure this side doesn't look too sharp. This side also doesn't look too sharp. Okay, so I think this here is better. So let's add a drop shadow to this. Okay, so we double click and then we add a drop shadow to it. It shouldn't be too harsh. Yeah, it should just be something small. So I think this will do. Yeah, I think this should do. So the next thing I would like to bring here is to bring in this shape. Yeah, okay, so it's an abstract shape. So what I'm going to do is just do it this way. Okay, oops, I think I chose the wrong option. Yeah, okay, so let's reduce the size here. Okay, so I think this should do. Oh, I think my PC is running slow. Yeah, let's lock this back so that we don't touch it. Yeah, so this should be somewhere here in line with this, and then I think this should come somewhere. Yeah, so I'm just going to list a couple of burgers that we have. I don't know, I'm just doing a random something, so I don't know, let me just key in I'm just going to do some combination. So I'm supposed to have this font. Yeah, okay, so I'm supposed to have next. So I'm just keying some random names here, so I'm going to do some couple of combinations. I don't know if we do have this type of burgers there. So I'm going to have chicken, so I'm going to have chicken burger. Okay, and then it's, let's say it goes for 70 cedis. Okay, so 70 cedis. So I'm just using the Ghana currency, and then I think the space is too big, so let me just reduce it here. When I'm done, I'll just adjust the whole thing. Okay, so I think the next one should be a vegetable burger. Okay, so a vegetable burger. Okay, and then let's say that one costs let's say 35 cedis. And then we have let's say beef burger. Yeah, okay, so let's say that one has cost 50 cedis. And then the last one, let's say pepperoni. Yeah, I think that is the correct spelling. Okay, so pepperoni burger goes for let's say 40 Ghana cedis. 40 Ghana cedis. Okay, so let's see, but this, let me use just 11.86 for this particular side, and then what's the line spaces in between. Let me use no, let me change the word spacing itself. So let's use 40 for it. Okay, so let's use minus 40. So minus 40. Okay, so I think this is going to be cool. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure this particular one here is 10, and then the space between this one and this, let's say, is good. So I'll just come and reduce this side to 10 also. I think I made a mistake here, so I'm supposed to reduce this rather. Okay, and then I'll reduce this to 10 also. Oops. Yeah, it's this one. So I'll reduce this to 10, and then I'll reduce this to 10 also. Okay, but I think the font is too thick, so let me just change this particular one here. I think yeah, I think this should do. Okay. Let me just finish the whole thing and then do some adjustments at the background. I think this side is still shining. It's too harsh here. So let's say these are the list of burgers that we have, and then the burger is kind of floating, but all the same is we are just supposed to give it a drop shadow or something so that it doesn't look like it's hanging. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's hanging. So what I'm going to do is to pick the ellipse tool, and then I'm going to draw this shape here. Yeah, I actually want the color to be black, so you can leave it at where it is, and then it should be under the burger. So we move to filter, and then we go to blur, and then we're going to apply a Gaussian blur to it. Okay, so we're going to convert it into a smart object, and then after converting it, we're just going to add our blurring to it. So let's just wait for it to load, and then yeah, I think we can do you can blur it now. So I think it should be blurred. I think this side is cool. It looks too thin for me. Let's see. Okay, so let me drop this shadow, and then I'm just going to tilt it a little bit. Okay, Then let's see, let's stretch it. Okay. I think it needs more blurring, so